Guys, so today I have a book haul for you, a very big one actually. It was just recently my birthday, so I got a lot of books from friends, and I also went to a couple of thrift stores and was able to get some more reads. So I'm gonna start with the ones that I've read so far. So the first one that I read is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This was a good read. I thought it was a fun beach read. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the specifics, but it was a good read. I read through it probably within like a week. Would highly recommend if you're just looking for a fun read. It's basically like about this woman who was a superstar movie Hollywood star, and she's had 7 husbands in her life. And you probably wonder, well, why is that? And there's a big secret as to why she has gone through so many husbands. But it's not a reason you'd probably be thinking of. But it was interesting. I like these little like tidbits, like newspaper clipping type things in here. I thought that was cute. Like they have that all throughout the book. Let's see if I can find some. Yeah, there's a few. It's like the tabloids. Oh my god, she's been married again. So that's the first one that I read. Second one that I read is Texas Forever. Texas, 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 Texas. This is your basic love story. Again, another fun, like, beach read, relaxing read. It's not stressful in any way, which I like sometimes. I felt like there could have been more substance to it, but, you know, sometimes I think I'm asking for too much with these little cutesy, like, love stories. It was cute, though. I did like it. I got this from a... That's a good sound. I got this from this, like, little barn that takes donations and then, like, sells them for $1 or $2. So I got this for $2. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Next we have Pride and Prejudice. I've never actually read this before, and I know it's a classic. And again, I got this from that same barn as this one, so this was also like $1 or $2 for such a classic book. So I am very excited to read it. I kind of have been like taking little glances at how the language is, and it seems like easy to read. It doesn't seem too complicated like I thought it was going to be. So I think I'm probably going to read this next. So this way I can finally understand any references or just be in the know. Because this is definitely a popular, iconic book. And I love the difference between all of these books. So like I love this because it has like a soft cover which has a different sound to it when you're tapping and scratching and things like that. It's like that smooth texture. Whereas this like hardcover still has a smooth sound, but it's a little bit deeper. And it has this engraving like on the front that makes that nice sound. The next one I got is, I don't know if I'm even gonna wind up reading this. I was at a vendor event for like hippie, like emo type stuff, and this guy is like a local author and he writes horror stories, and this one is supposed to be about like Disneyland, except I think he calls it Turtle Shell Mountain. So it says that this girl is supposed to invite all of her friends there for the weekend, but Turtle Shell Mountain has its own secrets. Something has awakened inside of the park, something scarier than any ride. It won't be long before Tess and her friends are the only people alive left in Turtle Shell Mountain, and that's when the nightmare will really begin. Like, so not my usual taste in books, especially horror books. But who knows, it might be like a fun read. I feel like it's gonna be kind of corny. But who knows, maybe it'll be good. Seems like an easy read. I don't know if I would call this a beach read per se. Then we have, this was a gift for my birthday. Look at this honker. This honker of a book. I think this is like 700 pages or something. Let's see. 570. It's a honker for sure. But this is The Nightingale. Obviously another super iconic book. You know, about, I think this is about World War II and separation of two sisters. It's about the war in France. I really do love historic books, but sometimes when they're this big, it's kind of daunting, and I kind of don't touch it for a while. Because I'm like, ooh, it just seems like a lot to take on. But I know it's gonna be good. Then I was also gifted this book, Fourth Wing. Again, this is not my usual read. It's like a sci-fi type book about like dragons, which I'm more of like a love story and like a history type person, or like I don't know, just fun. I like fun reads and I like historical reads, but I'm never usually a sci-fi type of gal. But he said that this was supposed to be like really good and kind of catches you off guard. Like even if you don't like sci-fi, it's definitely supposed to be a good read. So I am going to give it a whirl. This is definitely not on the top of my list to read right now, though. I don't know if I'm prepared to be reading about dragons at the moment, but soon enough, soon enough. I just think this is so cool with all the dragons on the side printed. Pretty neat, pretty cool looking book. Then last but not least, I picked this up at the airport, The Fury. This seems like it would be my type of book. It is, I think they get like stranded on an island and she's a movie star and there's a murder. Like, it's not supposed to be that serious. Like The Nightingale, but again, another like fun read, which is great. But again, I think this is definitely towards the back of my list. I think I really want to read Pride and Prejudice. Seems like it would be a good read. And then I'll probably read The Nightingale after that. And this I just picked up at the airport. I thought I was going to read it on the plane, But I get very sick on planes, like motion sickness, which never used to happen, but now that I've gotten older, things change. So now I get car sick, train sick, and plane sick. So looking down and reading this on the plane was not ideal on the way back because there was way too much turbulence and I was trying to focus on not dying. So I never got a chance to even like start reading this, but it looks like it's a fun book for sure. So that is my book haul. That is my book haul. Like I said, read this one, read my little Texas love story, and now it is time to move on to Pride and Prejudice. So I will give an update. On how that goes. This is literally just my bookmarker. It's a paint sample. I should probably get a legit bookmarker, but this works perfectly fine. So, anyway, that is my book haul. Hope you guys enjoyed.